sneakers to her socks, and she swears quietly. The strap of her purse is cutting into her shoulder, and she swaps it to the other side. She is trying to stop thinking about this afternoon's conversation with her boss, Manfred Lidvoll, but his words continue to echo inside her head. Difficulty in working with others, insubordination, lack of discipline. Manfred can't stand her. He made that very clear. If she doesn't voluntarily seek a post elsewhere, he will do everything in his power to terminate her employment. She has been sent home to think things over. He doesn't want to see her until January, after the Christmas and New Year holidays. Her throat constricts at the thought of leaving her job with the Stockholm City Police, a job she loves in spite of everything that's happened. The rain-soaked asphalt seems to absorb the light. The world is painted in shades of black and gray. In a couple of weeks, it will be Christmas Eve. There should be snow and freezing temperatures, soft snowflakes gently drifting down. Instead, the sky is weeping. Not that it matters. Christmas atmosphere is the last thing on Hanna's mind. She hasn't given a thought to gingerbread cookies or Advent candle bridges over the past few weeks. The heavy raindrops plaster her hair to her forehead. She bends her neck to try to protect her face, but the rain drips down the collar of her jacket, making her shiver. She increases her speed, desperate to get home, and wobbles as she takes a misstep. She spent the last few hours knocking back vodka shots in a bar, with the same thoughts whirling around in her mind. Why couldn't she keep her mouth shut? Why couldn't she do what everyone else did and toe the line? She should have dropped the issue of the botched investigation. Poor Josephine, who was beaten to death by her husband, who just happened to be a police officer. If only she'd turned a blind eye, minded her own business, she wouldn't have ended up in this situation. Her colleagues have closed ranks, and she is no longer a part of the community. She is almost there. She shares a 3-room apartment on the 4th floor with Christian. The light is on in the window, which means he's home. She longs for him to hold her in his arms, but doesn't know if she can tell him what's happened, that the city police and her boss want to be rid of her at any price. How is she ever going to be able to say it out loud? Shame floods her body. Manfred said he couldn't even bear to look at her. There is a great deal she hasn't been able to share with Christian over the past 6 months, and she still can't face it. Not tonight. Some other time. Right now she just wants to get indoors, pour herself another vodka, and sink into a hot bath. Shut out the world. Stop thinking about everything that's gone wrong. Her eyes fill with tears, but she angrily blinks them away. She's going to pretend that things are perfectly normal, at least for a little while, until she's managed to digest the situation. She can consider the future tomorrow. With a sigh, she pushes open the main door and stomps up the stairs. She hesitates outside her front door, quickly wipes away a tear that is broken through, puts her key in the lock, and turns it. 2. When Hanna walks in, the first thing she sees is a wheeled black suitcase in the hallway. She drops her purse on the rug, takes off her wet jacket. She wonders if they have visitors, then realizes it's Christian's, the one he uses when he's going away for a few days. "Hello?" she calls out. "I'm home." She kicks off her shoes, moves into the open-plan kitchen and living room. Every surface is spotlessly clean as usual. They have just finished renovating, and Christian has put a lot of time and effort into the choice of colors and materials. It was his idea. Hanna could easily have lived with the previous decor for a while longer. However, she has to admit that it looks good. The gray granite countertops blend perfectly with the kitchen cupboards, and the eye-wateringly expensive wooden flooring provides that extra special finish. Except that it feels as if her realtor partner has styled their home ready for one of his viewings. Hanna searches for something to drink. They don't have any vodka, but she finds a bottle of red wine.